Hello, welcome back. Where do I start? 103 subscribers and counting. The sun is kind of dim today and it's nice and cool, so here I am up in my craft room carrying on with some ephemera. Now yesterday I'm still having all these problems with my phone, but you know, you'll stick with me. I know you will. You're good people. I know you'll stay with me. We made some ephemera yesterday. I'll just move this up for you a little touch so you can see. So I made a bookmark and some tags, and we decorated some envelopes and made those look really pretty. Whoops, there's a sticker. So we did all of those. Just move those stickers out of the way. And then my last project, which I don't know how much of it you saw, because I was really late editing and trying to get it online, and oh, it was just chaos yesterday. This was the final one we did, which was like a really pretty journal card with a flip up envelope on the front and a couple of tags in there. So yeah, we started to make some of the ephemera, and I'm just going to carry on today. And the idea of this video and the last one was just to show you that you could use a kit, either that you printed off by accident or that you actually intentionally printed off some pages, to make some really pretty ephemera to go into different journals. I think this one is ready to go. This one I think we'll use as a nice big chunky tag, because I know stupidly I learnt yesterday as a beginner that you do not glue and then try to cut. You wait until said glue is dry, or otherwise the cutter will tear your paper. Seems obvious, but apparently I just didn't realise. So yeah, we've got oh, actually it was a journal card, that's right, we've got a little journal card there. So let's see, let's just punch a little hole in the top. So I hope you're feeling a bit cooler today. I must admit I am enjoying it. I like the sun, but not that hot. Whew, it's just too much, far too much. So I've got a couple more there, and then we'll need to make some more pieces. So let's see, I'm really enjoying playing with these tickets from Tracy Fox and also from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. They are really versatile and I just love using them, so I've been enjoying using those. I'm definitely going to try and use a few more of Tina's larger coloured labels today, and some more of her definitions, because I really like those. So let's see, these lilac ones actually go really well with this, so I think I'm going to use a big one. Why not, you know, let's just go for it. We could always layer it with something else. I'm trying to think about what else we could layer that one with. Maybe we'll use, let's see if there's a slightly smaller one. Yeah, there's a slightly smaller one, so I think we'll go, that's better. We'll sort of go with that one because it was a bit too big. I've got a nice ticket there which might work really well. And let's see, what have we got from Tracy's? Yeah, so the idea of this video is basically to show you that you don't need huge amounts of ephemera to create your tags. You just don't, you know, 2 or 3 kits and you can create lots and lots of different ephemera and make it look really pretty. I think maybe, ooh, how strange, I was just sitting here and my laptop just moved like it was going to jump off the top of the table. Oh dear, got gremlins in the craft room today. So let's quickly, I'm just going to look at this butterfly. I'm just going to cut that edge off to make it a bit smaller. Oh, I hope I'm on camera doing that. Okay, get rid of the pieces. See if we can use that somewhere. I'm going to cut that edge off actually, so that it kind of matches. Whoops, doesn't mind that if it tears. Okay, let's play around with these. Yeah, quite like that. Let's see. So it's quite nice to kind of play around with the order of the ephemera that you're using as well. I quite like that. That's quite nice. Grab my distress ink and we'll distress everything. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take that off and just see what happens when where I decide to glue it as I go along. Okay, so we're going to stress all of that. Yeah, So I may not use all of these pages this time. I'll just make enough ephemera for my couple of videos, then I'll kind of store the papers until I want to get them out again, because by that time I might have something else, that another sort of kit or some ephemera that I've printed off or found on Etsy that I want to use. So, and I've just discovered the graphics fairy. If you haven't seen her Etsy shop, she's fantastic, but she also has her own website where she gives you access to different kits so that you can make your own journaling kits, and that is what I'm working on at the moment. So I'm hoping to bring some of those to you soon. Mine are going to be a bit different from other people's, I think. I have some ideas. I'd like to make them a bit special and a bit different. Are you going to pop out this morning, or are you going to be a pain? No, I think you're going to be a pain. Oh no, now we've got to search for a pin. Always tricky. Let's see if we can find one. I did have one that went with it. See, I need to stick a little tiny magnet on there, don't I? You know, like everybody else does in their videos. Okay, I think that one worked. Right. Yeah, so I'm going to hopefully, I'm still kind of learning some of the tricks and effects that I want to use in my journal kits. But you will be the first to know. I will let you know straight away when I'm ready to put those in my shop. I'm quite a fast learner, so hopefully it wouldn't be too long, but we shall see. I'm not going to give a deadline date because I'm bound to miss it. So yeah, just going to tuck that under there actually. There we go. Yeah, so I'm quite excited about that. That's going to be good fun. Really good fun. Lovely. See, I did it in a completely different way when I had the pressure of having to glue it quickly. There we go. Okay, so we'll just distress all the way around this one, and we've got another little journal card to use. Really like those. So I think some of these will end up in the wildflower botanical journal that I'm actually making, that is from this kit. But some of them, you know, I may keep for other kits or for junk journaling, things like that. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to do a junk journaling series. I'm very inspired by Joy DeFee. I hope I'm saying that right. She is a lovely lady with the best voice. I could listen to her for hours. She just has the sweetest, calming voice, and she does a lot with art journaling and also with junk journaling. She's very clever. So if you haven't seen her channel, go across and have a look. I'll try and link that below for you so that you can easily find her. So I'm just going around and inking this one. Yeah, so I'm thinking that might be quite a nice thing to do, to kind of do a bit of a junk journaling series. I won't go into it in any real depth. I'll kind of just give you the rough, oh, there goes my computer. I'll kind of give you the rough idea of how I would start out with a junk journal, because I'm only just getting into those as well, so that's nice. We'll put nature on there, I think. Just rough that up a little bit. Side, I think, and then I think we're going to have one of Tina's down the bottom there. You can see that sometimes I kind of go just cover the whole piece of ephemera in sort of dark colour to make it look aged. I don't always go around the edge. It's just a preference. If you know, I know that Angela, she doesn't like doing too much vintage photo, so I think she uses antique linen, I think is the one that she uses, Angela Kerr, and yeah, so it's personal preference. I mean, I like to kind of scruff it up sometimes, other times I'll use something really dark, other times I just won't use any at all. So it really is, you know, up to you what you use. Let's just go around this side a little bit. Okay, let's have a look. So I'm wondering whether we could use one of these labels that I've been hoarding over here, which were from that kit where I took out all of the sort of baking ones. If you saw the previous video, you'll see that I took quite a few out of the kit that had kind of like vanilla essence and orange essence and all those kind of baking things, and I'm left with kind of apothecary labels that with cologne and witch hazel and things like that. I do like this one. That one's quite nice. Let's give it a little rough up. Can you see that this is not exact? There's some white paper that I've not managed to cut round properly. When you distress it, you kind of get rid of all that white. So I think that's also why a lot of people distress, especially when they've got fussy cuts, because yeah, it just makes it a little bit easier when you're cutting to know that you know, if you're distressing, you can cover up some of the white that's still there when you're cutting things out. I'm not great at fussy cutting, I have to say. I've got no patience. No patience whatsoever. Okay, I quite like that one there. Let's see, I need a colour now, I think. Oh, although I do have this. Where has this come from? I've no idea. Maybe this is one of Tina's. I quite like that one instead. And then we have a brown. Ooh, now I'm liking all the brown. There's a bit of writing there. That goes quite nicely. Okay, we're going to go with that. I may even add another one of Tina's labels. I'm a little bit obsessed with her labels at the moment. I love them. They just kind of go with everything. I don't know how she did that. She came up with them. They just do. They just go on everything. And they look really great on anything that you're making. So I really, oh, I like that. I was going to go for colour, but now not so much. Okay, I'm just going to glue my pieces so I can decide where I'm going to put them. Okay. Right, I think I quite like this one here. And then I think we're going to overlap that one. Oh, upside down. Overlap this one slightly. There we go. It's quite nice. Just kind of sorting through now and seeing what colours I want. Nope. Oh, it's tricky. I feel like I need something else on this one. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm feeling that it should be some kind of trim. So I'm just delving in my box off camera here to see what I can find. There's this coffee one I really like. Oh, whoops. Mind you, that's actually, no, that's not going to be any good, is it? Because it's the same sort of colours. Should we try some gold? I think we should. I think we should try some gold. Oh, right. Alright, I'm just wrestling with a box on my lap. Okay, let's just cut a little bit of this. Okay, I decided to go with a tiny bit of gold. I do like gold on my projects every now and then. There's a lady that suggested this to me, and I'm trying to think who it is, who I follow. I'm sure it'll come back to me. You'll probably be able to tell me. She really likes gold. She uses gold a lot in her projects, and she loves it. And she got me onto it actually, because I thought, oh yes, I'd quite like to try some gold. I think that looks quite nice. So I bought some trim, and I just love it. It's so pretty. Yeah, I like the neutral with the gold. That's nice. I look like I've had a gin when I cut that one out. I'm not quite sure what happened now. Yes, I do like to have a gin once in a while, especially flavoured gins. They're lovely. I'm not a great drinker, but if I do decide to have a drink, it's got to be something nice like gin. There we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to go over the leaves of this one and just pop that on. There we go. That's looking nice. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty. I think you're somebody that either loves gold, using gold in projects, or hates it. I don't think there's an in-between. I think you're either a gold fan or you're not. So that's another one. Let's see what else we have. Oh, let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, I've got... Do you know what? I think we've used up all our ephemera, so I think I'm going to have to cut a couple more. Okay. What is happening? We're flying through this. Okay, let's see. Right, let's try and get this nice and straight. Like so. And I think we're going to make some tall thin tags on this one. I'm looking at this and thinking, yeah, that looks like that's going to work. Yep, I like that. That's a bit wonky. I have to do this side now because that looks very wonky. Yes, it is. Okay. Let's just straighten that one up. And make sure that this one... Are you wonky as well? Yes, you are. Okay. There we go. Much better. Okay. So I'm just going to slice those in half. I'll make 4 tags out of this one. There we go. Okay. Lovely. That's nice. I like all of those. That one is especially pretty. Okay. Right now, I think, let's see, what shall I do with this? I actually might make, I have an idea. I'm just going to see if this works. This is completely off the cuff. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see this properly, but so I'll have to turn it over. I'm going to kind of make like a ticket, but I definitely need to see what I'm doing because that one's not so good. I think we need to empty this too because it's got quite a lot of pieces in it. Get the back on. There we go. Yeah, let's see if we can make this a bit more. This is completely off the cuff here. Bit wobbly. But you know what, we'll go with it. I'll do the same here. And oh yes, look, it's like a ticket. I like this one. Let's put a little hole in the corner, and then we can just have that like a tag that's like that. Don't have to have it in with slopey bits. This one we will. Okay, flip that over. Let's cut. There we go. Fantastic. So that's brilliant. I'm going to have so much ephemera to play with. It's going to be great. I've got a little ephemera box. I'll show you. Just there. You can see I've just started to fill it with bits and pieces that I can grab. So yeah, this can all go in there, and it's easily grabbable if I've got a project that I'm doing and I just need extra ephemera. I'm definitely going to be doing the botanical journal. I'm probably going to do a couple of those in the next few weeks. I have so many pretty kits, I can't resist. It has to be done. And I'm hoping to do my first kit, which is also going to be botanical. Right, let's see, what should we do? Definitely would quite like a ticket in here, or ooh, I do like that. That's pretty. I don't know. I do like these tickets. These tickets are fantastic. Just trying to see what colour. I quite like the green because that kind of pulls the green out of this one here. Yep, I'm going with that, and I'm not even going to distress this one because I like the green colour. I'm just going to pop that onto here because it's a ticket shape. Lovely. I need like a price ticket, I think, if I can find one. I know Tracy's got quite a few with prices on. Let's see. Oh, there's some numbers as well. They look, mind you, that's bright red, so I don't think that's going to go. That's quite nice. Yep, I like that one. And then if we grabbed one of Tina's with the prices on, let's see, there's a little lilac one there, which might, nope, I prefer the green, I think. Oh, there's a little black one. Oh, that goes quite nicely. Yep, quite happy with that. Okay, I'm not distressing this one. I don't know why, I just didn't feel like it. So I just put that on there. You know, and there's no reason why as well that once you've made these that you can't come back to them and say, well, actually that's a bit plain, I now want to do X, Y, Z to it, because you're just giving yourself like a base to start. I mean, it may be, if you're putting this into a particular type of journal, you might want to put a flower on it or something else to kind of, you know, bring it into the theme of the journal that you're creating. So these are just bases for you to kind of play around with, really. I'm going to distress that part just around the outside, just lightly on this one, I think. So yeah, don't be afraid to, you know, play around with pieces of ephemera and just kind of, you know, if you go to it and you think, oh, I don't really like that, what was I thinking? There's always ways of jazzing it up. That's the thing. You can always, you know, look at it again and say, no, not my thing. I need to do something different with that because I don't like it. Let's see if we can, ooh, blue. I like the blue on that. So this one, I'm just literally going to stick one of my butterflies on. And these were so simple to make. They were just, I think this is Artie Mae's, but I will check whose butterflies these are, because I didn't do that yesterday. In my hurry to get my thank yous on, I didn't actually reference anyone, so I'll make sure I do that today. So look down in the description and you'll see everything that I'm using. But this was really easy. This was just literally burlap that's got a little bit of lace around it. I'll show you that. And this was from AliExpress. And I just cut a small piece off and I pulled off the, you know, the strings, the rough edges. And I just stuck an image on it, and then I played with the Tim Holtz glitter dust, which I really like. I have played around with this one, which is the distress glitter. That I'm not sure about. That's quite chunky. I've got one here that I didn't really like very much. It's okay, but it looks like my dog may have done it. She's got more crafting experience than myself, but yeah, I preferred this one because it was just such delicate kind of glitter. That's why it's the dust, I guess. So whatever you're doing this afternoon, do, you know, choose a few kits that you have either in your stash or just go off and buy a few like this. They're not really expensive, a couple of pounds here and there. Get yourself some papers, or use some papers that you've purchased from your, you know, Hobbycraft or wherever it is, or the Works, or wherever you buy your papers from. You know, just create what you can out of what you've got. It's not difficult. Once you've got a few piles of ephemera, you know, everything can be done, you know, with the same ephemera, and you can get different effects whatever you do. So I'll just show you those two. And let's just flick through, shall we? If I grab them, show you what we made. Okay. So yeah, so we've got this one, still needs a little bit more glue. And this one, still got 2 more tags to decorate. There we go, journal card. And another big chunky journal card with the flip up envelope. These also are AliExpress, but you can make one really easily, just the way I showed you when we were making these envelopes. You know, just make one like this. There we go, another envelope, another tag. And as you can see, they're all different. You've used similar, you know, you've used all the same ephemera basically, but they all look pretty different. You know, any old bit of ribbon. Even take material from old clothes that you don't wear anymore, you know, and rip them up. There's nothing wrong with doing that. You don't have to spend a fortune. There we go. There we have it. I mean, these buttons I didn't buy new. These were actually my nan's. These are really, really old. These are actually vintage buttons. Probably from, they're probably 60 to 70 years old, those buttons. So yeah, you know, just see what you have in your stash. Look in your sewing kit. Look around in your wardrobe, see if there's any clothing that you could tear up and make little strips. You know, you don't have to have all this posh lace. Do what you can. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope that's helped you. If you're a beginner, just get an idea of what to do to make ephemera. There's lots of videos out there, but I just thought I'd do an extra one because I'm a beginner myself. Okay, my darlings, I hope you've enjoyed that. I will say goodbye now because I'm going to go and make another video for our cake and bake journal, and then I'm also going to make a second video, hopefully starting our 1970s journal. Have the best day. Thank you, subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you. Take care now.